Ciao a tutti. We got to get down to brass tacks here, okay? I'm a gobbler, not a plater. And the reason I'm bringing this up now is because I'm very profoundly proud of myself in that today I practiced plating. That's right, I plated. And normally I don't plate because these ingredients, okay, I'm home alone one, but I've always had this trait, so I'd be lying. I would eat these things kind of like together, but I wouldn't go through the effort to plate it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a gobbler. What are you? Tell me your truth. Salute, ciao. Now, as a follow-up to this, I can hear many of you saying, well, hell, what is a gobbler? And yeah, good for you for plating your food. Well, here's the thing. It gets into all of this trauma of the climate crisis and using materials and sources and water and that endless guilt cycle that I've lived through. And also it has to do with, I don't want to have to do the dishes. And also it has to do with efficiency. To me, sometimes it's unbelievable that I have to cook for myself so many times in a day. So it's about self-care too. But I'm not diagnosing all gobblers here, okay? Just because you're a plater does not make you superior. Okay, so to get into plating versus gobbling, pardon me, pepper. Platers usually make this whole profound effort to go through plating the food, making it look nice, getting it on a table, yada, yada. And for me, oftentimes it's been more about efficiency, also not creating more work for myself by having other dishes. And then another thing is having to pick up, the prep before and the pickup after. And then on top of that, I just have had a hard time with cooking sometimes because I see the amount of waste, and that gets into some of my trauma, internal guilt that I have around the climate crisis. Aspetta. Okay, I am not self-diagnosing all gobblers because I think it's about me personally. Each person, has their own reasons, and I am an individual who struggles with self-care. And so with one of my goals being about cooking more and using that as an expression for self-care, and also trying to set aside my own anxiety around the climate crisis, it's okay to do this, and I can try and find some semblance of joy in cooking. I have had a epic thing that I have said over the years where it's just a little saying that I use growing up in such a big family. There are too many cooks in the kitchen and not enough maids in the mansion, meaning too many people and too many opinions. So we're learning to embrace it, especially because we've been home alone for almost 3 weeks. So to break this down for you, a gobbler would not have taken the time to cut up the egg and put all these ingredients in a bowl. It would have maybe kept the lettuce in the salad bag. Maybe it would have cut up this tomato or not have used the tomato at all. Would have just gobbled on the beans and the potato separately. I don't know, maybe not have used pepper. The point is, it's imagine a charcuterie board where you're going around and you're grabbing little pieces. That's kind of what a grabber is. Not necessarily snacking, but it's kind of like snacking, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm a grabber.